Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to To Be Determined. Today we are going over the Minecraft Spacebound TubNet trailer, which is supposedly the last game announcement that we're gonna get. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to this server, and I really hope that it meets all of our expectations and is as good or better than Hypixel Skyblock was, at least when it started. And things are kind of pointing that way because we're just now getting rumors of a moon update in Hypixel Skyblock, and on launch, TubNet has us going into space. So we're gonna be watching the trailer in 0.25 times speed today, seeing what we notice. Let's jump into it. Okay, first off, let's notice the date. It is September 17th, 1160. So I'm kind of interested to see what the lore is on TubNet, because if the date is 1160, then this is supposed to be like a very advanced civilization then. And you can see that it's launching a rocket into space right here, 9:15 a.m. There's what looks like a creeper satellite right here. Then we've got a rabbit, but it definitely looks like a custom mob. So that's pretty cool. And first off, let's just talk about the rocket. Like, this looks crazy for a block game. We haven't really seen anything like this on Java. If you don't have to download a texture pack and you can just look at this, then this is crazy. But I do have a feeling that we're going to end up having to download a texture pack to play on the server. I'm curious if it's going to have its own launcher as well, similar to Cosmic Prisons and those servers. But anyways, it's going off into space. It looks super sick. Let's keep going. All right, next up we have this guy who is walking down from his mansion or whatever this is, and there is an airplane in the background right here. So this little thing right here is an airplane with the propeller on the front. He's got a tree in his house. This may actually be an observatory or something, but featuring Dr. Steven. So I'm guessing this guy's going to be pretty important to the lore of the server. He might be like the doctor who is the first one to go to the moon or something. First one to build a rocket. Let's keep moving. All right, so the color starts fading in. In the background, we have the helicopter here. Got a bunch of custom flowers and custom textures on literally everything, except maybe the trees and the redstone torches there. But all right, we've got another rocket here and this giant red building in the background, which I think is like normal for rocket launches in real life. You have like the giant tower next to it to kind of help launch it up and to make sure everything's going well. All right, we have a chair here in the building in the scene right after the rocket launch, and there's a giant crane in the background. But I mean, just look at all these custom items. You've got like a printer or a stack of paper, a custom trash can over here. You've got like a custom launch sequence computer, a laptop or a personal computer, a chair. Like, all these things are custom made. There's even a little mouse here. Like, they've gone into some detail on this. You can tell that Tubbo has spent millions of dollars on this. This is crazy. All right, then we've got another one. This one looks more like a blueprint though. So the last scene, this was like, this is a computer screen. Like, you're seeing the statistics on the spaceship. And this is spaceship 1, so that implies that we're gonna have multiple spaceships. Then you've got your blueprints here, so you'll be able to make your own spaceships, which we'll see in a moment. There we go. Research unlocks. So you can unlock all different kinds of rocket ships, it looks like, and different upgrades for rocket ships. That's kind of what I'm anticipating. You've got more of the custom blocks and things, but it looks like research is going to be a very big part of this new game. And this is going to be the MMO game, most likely. Like, we've seen the other two games that I haven't done videos on, but we watched the trailers for those, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Those were both PvP games. This game looks more like an MMO type of game, where you're going to be going around the world gathering resources so that you can build these rockets, and doing research so that you can make higher level rockets and better upgrades and things. Maybe discover a new planet, stuff like that. So then we get an aerial view of the room, which is pretty cool. And then here's rocket number 1, and you can craft parts. So look at this custom crafting grid. It starts off with all this TNT, copper, hardstone, pistons, iron, and then when I hit play, he's gonna craft it all together into one item. This is gonna be for one piece of the rocket. That looks like a fin for the rocket or something, or a body piece or something. But you can see you can customize your rockets, can change how they look, and more than likely that's also going to change how they perform. We get all the sequences with multiple rockets, and then you can see right here on this past screen right here, it's blinking on and off. The light on the computer screen is blinking on and off, like it's loading, like it's building the rocket or it's preparing to launch. So you can see fly rockets. We've got the research, we've got the crafting, And then we've got fly rocket. So actually the third part that we get, but still very cool. And then it's flying a rocket and it's shooting ahead of it. So that's a part that a lot of people aren't going to notice. This rocket is shooting missiles in front of it. So it's going to be kind of a mini game, most likely, where you can shoot ahead of yourself and clear a path. And we can see clearly now these are not like creeper mobs, really. They are satellites, but they do look like they have a creeper face on it. So I'm guessing that if you get hit by one of these satellites, it's going to blow up. But this is going to be a mini game because you're shooting a rocket. You can see shooting the rockets ahead so that you can avoid getting hit by any meteorites or anything. But just like my past video, this has the SOM core as the main creators. So this is the big part that we're getting as far as the lore goes. SOM core is the one that we're creating the rockets with. They're giving us all of the labs and things that we need to create the rocket. And then this looks like a factory where we can make more ingredients for our rocket ship. So we make the ingredients and then we take it to the crafting area where we can actually make the parts of the rocket. And you can see here we've got like another warehouse area back here. It's got copper here, gold. These are all unrefined, and it's got barrels full of things. So I'm guessing that's going to be like the shopping center kind of deal. And then we've got the rocket hitting and it blew up. So that's where it fails. If you get hit by a meteorite or something, then you failed the mission. You didn't get to another planet. So then you have to make another rocket ship, and then you can start customizing it, boosting it, maybe giving it more health so you can get hit by more things. But now we're launching our second rocket into the air. Maybe this time we won't blow up. But you can see it's got really good maneuverability and really good graphics on this. Holy cow. That looks so cool. In 0.25 times speed, it doesn't look as cool, but in real time, it's super sick. And then here we are in space again, more satellites around, and it's loading another rocket ship up. And then the player turns off the screen. TubNet for Bedrock and Java. TubNet.gg, coming August 2022. So this is very surprising to me that they still haven't made a release date. We have a release month and we are in the month of release and we still don't know the date of release. But if we go back to the start there, 9/17, I'm curious if it's going to be released on the 17th. That would be in 5 days on a Wednesday, which would be a kind of odd day to release. And I know this is one of the worst times to release, honestly, because kids are going back to school. This is the week that a lot of kids are going back to school. So a lot of people aren't going to be able to play on launch because they're in school if the launch is on a Wednesday. So if they launch on a Saturday or a Sunday, it'll be a lot better for them. But I really hope they don't launch on a Wednesday, because then the server numbers will not be super high on launch. Of course, they'll still be very high, but they won't be as high as they could be because a lot of kids will be in school. But anyways, that's everything that we have learned from watching this video in 0.25 times speed. I hope you guys are as excited about this as I am. And if you are, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully before too long, I'll see you on TubNet. God bless.